Hello and welcome to the last and final part 4 to APUSH Chapter 7, The Road to Revolution. We are starting off at the section called A Thin Line of Heroes. With this section, we are going to start off with this lovely question of how long were the soldiers at Valley Forge? They were there for a long time, but they were there especially 3 days without food. That's a very long time. I'm hungry, even now, and I ate like 3 hours ago, but I'm hungry, and I cannot imagine 3 days. But yeah, they stayed there for 3 days without food, and they actually persevered. George Washington stayed with them the entire time. He did not leave his troops. He was a very good general. He stayed there and he made sure that his troops would make it through the winter. Now, Rhode Island had a regiment, and that regiment, poor Rhode Island's regiment, was made fun of. It was called the Ragged, Lousy, Naked Regiment. It was that beat up. They were not clothed right. They were barefoot. Most of them didn't even have clothes. They were just wrapped around in blankets. I cannot imagine it. I've been to North Carolina in the winter, and it is cold, and I'm wearing 5 layers of clothes, and I'm still cold. So I can't imagine what they went to. Now, there was a nice German who decided he would help the Americans. He was called Baron von Steuben. Not stupid, Steuben. And he was a German soldier who came over to the American colonies, and he helped train the American colonies to fight. He's the reason that we were probably able to win. And he made them so good that it was they did more than hold their own against the British. And they were trained for years, and all they were trained for is maybe like a year and a half. There was some black slaves who were trying to fight in the war. And this is one of my last points. But the French were helping out the colonies. The English, on the other hand, saw that there was a great advantage in taking the black slaves. And they said that if they would fight with the British, then at the end of the war they would be free. This was called the Lord Dunmore's Ethiopian Regiment. Ethiopian because it's from Africa and they're all black. Now, not many actually fought, but a few of them, enough did where they were able to make it important and stuff. Now, I would have liked to go over some more stuff, but it looks like we've reached the end of the chapter actually. And maybe I'll just go over the chronological order of something, and then I'll be done. It's actually 1:55 in the morning right now. So I'm tired, but I have a test tomorrow, which is why I'm really doing this. Don't worry, I have the book in front of me. I didn't just get those facts from my head, so you have very good knowledge right now. In 1650, the navigation laws were there to control colonial commerce. In 1696, the Board of Trade assumes governance of colonies. In 1763, the 7 Years' War, French and Indian War, ends. In 1764, the Sugar Act. In 1765, the Quartering Act, Stamp Act, and the Stamp Act Congress take place. In 1766, the Declaratory Act. In 1767, the Townshend Acts and the New York legislature suspended by Parliament. In 1768, British troops occupied Boston. In 1770, the Boston Massacre, and all Townshend Acts except tea tax is taken away. So only the TTAPs is left. In 1772, committees of correspondence are formed. In 1773, the British East India Company granted tea monopoly, and the Governor Hutchinson's actions provoked the Boston Tea Party. In 1774, the Intolerable Acts, Quebec Act, First Continental Congress, and the Association boycotts British goods. And the last but not least is the Battles of Lexington in 1775. Well, I hope that you guys use these to study. It helps when you make videos, actually, because I'm repeating this and I'm doing it slowly and I'm actually going over the material. I hope you guys have a good time studying, and I know it's hard. Just take it one day at a time. It helps if you actually read your book and take notes. At least it helps me. So I hope it helps you that you're watching these videos. And please do leave comments or questions. I don't promise that I'll get to the questions immediately because I am very busy, but I will try my best to look at the comments daily, especially because I'm always on my email. So if I do see that you have a question, just let me know and I'll answer them as good as I can. You know, I'm also a student, so yeah, I hope you guys have a good time studying, and good luck.